Have you ever caught yourself endlessly scrolling through social media, feeling empty the moment you put your phone down? Why does watching someone else's highlight reel make your own life feel smaller, less exciting, less enough? Is it just you, or does this happen to everyone who opens an app looking for connection but leaves feeling lonely? Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss tips to take control of your mind and emotions. Every day, millions of Americans wake up and immediately check their phones. Instagram notifications, TikTok trends, Facebook updates. They pull us in with promises of connection, entertainment, or even inspiration. But what starts as a few minutes often turns into hours of mindless scrolling. The human brain is wired to notice rewards, and social media is perfectly designed to give them. Every like, every comment, every share gives a small hit of satisfaction, but it fades quickly, leaving a craving for more. This cycle doesn't just capture attention, it slowly reshapes the way we think, feel, and measure ourselves. Americans, living in a culture that celebrates achievement, productivity, and visibility, experience this loop intensely. Every scroll triggers comparison. Why didn't I go on that trip? Why isn't my job as exciting? Why doesn't my life look as perfect? Even when we know social media is curated, our brains still respond as if it's real life. This constant comparison can quietly chip away at confidence and emotional well-being. It's a subtle, almost invisible pressure that drives anxiety, restlessness, and a sense of inadequacy, especially among teens and young adults. The emotional consequences are striking. People often feel restless, lonely, or even depressed after long sessions online. It's not the screen itself, it's the mental and emotional weight we carry while using it. Each post, each story, each video can remind us of what we don't have, or what we think we don't have. Americans spend hours scrolling through perfect homes, perfect vacations, perfect lives, and unconsciously measure their own reality against these filtered snapshots. The dopamine rush from notifications tricks us into thinking the app is rewarding us. But in reality, it is conditioning our brains to depend on fleeting moments of approval. Social media also amplifies the fear of missing out, known as FOMO. The moment someone posts an exciting experience or a major achievement, we feel left out, even if we didn't want to participate. FOMO triggers our minds to keep checking, refreshing, and engaging, creating an almost addictive loop. Adults and teens alike feel this pressure to maintain appearances online, making sure their own posts reflect success, happiness, and social relevance. This never-ending cycle can leave people exhausted, distracted, and emotionally drained, even while appearing connected to the world. Attention and focus are affected as well. Our brains adapt to the constant novelty of feeds and notifications, making real-life silence or boredom uncomfortable. Reading a book, having a conversation, or completing a simple task may feel less stimulating than the endless stream of curated content online. Sleep is often sacrificed, productivity decreases, and emotional resilience wanes. It's a slow, subtle shift that affects mental health, relationships, and self-perception. Awareness is the first step to breaking the cycle. Understanding that every post, every story, every highlight is carefully curated can put perspective back into our hands. Recognizing that likes, shares, and comments do not define self-worth is crucial. Americans who can step back, set boundaries, and limit their screen time often report increased clarity, satisfaction, and emotional stability. The key is intentional use, being present in real life, engaging meaningfully with others, and acknowledging your own emotions rather than being ruled by what you see online. Another vital insight is that social media is not inherently bad. It's the way we use it that matters. It can connect, inspire, and inform. But when left unchecked, it hijacks attention, shapes self-perception, and fuels comparison. Emotional intelligence plays a huge role here. Understanding why you scroll, recognizing triggers, and responding consciously rather than reacting unconsciously. True happiness does not come from virtual validation. It comes from authentic achievements, real-life relationships, and the ability to understand and manage your own mind. Ultimately, social media addiction is a human issue, magnified by the digital environment. Americans, surrounded by a culture of achievement and visibility, feel this tension acutely. Yet, the solution is simple in theory: awareness, self-regulation, and meaningful offline connection. The most profound victories are internal: emotional mastery, self-understanding, and genuine connection, not likes, comments, or shares. Every scroll offers a lesson if we pay attention: what triggers us, what excites us, and what drains us. Freedom comes not from giving up social media, but from using it consciously, balancing online life with offline reality, and remembering that real validation comes from within, not a screen. The truth is, social media can teach us a lot about ourselves if we observe mindfully. Why do we crave recognition? Why does comparison hurt so much? Why do we keep scrolling even when it doesn't make us happy? Every notification, every feed, every moment online is a mirror reflecting our desires, insecurities, and vulnerabilities. And understanding this is the first step toward reclaiming control over attention, emotions, and life itself. The quiet victory isn't measured in likes or followers. It's measured in peace of mind, presence in life, and mastery over your own thoughts. Social media may show the world's highlight reels, but your real life, your emotions, your growth, these are the moments that matter most. If this video helped you understand your scrolling habits and take control, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications.